Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 4th, 2025. I hope everybody had a great Saturday out there so far. Everybody has a great Saturday evening. I hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather. Cut the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the tropics in the lower 48. Alright, we're going to start off out here in the tropics. We got a little tropical wave here in the Gulf here. Need to monitor it. But it should not be any development. It was the last check I seen, it has 0% chance in the next 2 days and 7 days. But something could move on shore here around the Panhandle, Florida, also into Georgia and also Alabama as that little tropical wave moves in. A little tropical wave here trying to get its act together over here near the Bahamas, but it looks like that's kind of drifting on off to the east. Here's a vigorous wave here off the African coast. Got another little blob precipitation tropical wave trying to move into the Atlantic basin as well. We'll continue to monitor that also. It's a little bit of scattered activity between the tropical wave here and the Leeward Islands. We got activity starting to kind of blossom here in the Caribbean Sea. Also some across South America, Central America, also into portions of the Yucatan Peninsula, the Northern Gulf, also across the Carolinas, getting a little bit of activity there as well, stretching back and out Georgia and also Alabama. We've got some tropical storms and hurricanes over here in the Eastern Pacific. Got some activity in areas of Colorado, stretching up toward Montana, and also North and South Dakota, and a little bit across southeast Canada as well. You can see the remnants of what was Imelda. You can see it way up here just east of St. John's Island. Got a cold front stretching back into toward the Bahamas. That's why something may be trying to develop here, but right now the National Hurricane Center has discontinued a little statement that they had yesterday for this system. But like I said, it looked like it got caught on that frontal boundary, and that should continue to push on off toward the east. Alrighty, well, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, and we're going to continue with the forecast here. Your local forecast coming up next. But also I want to thank you for tuning in to the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel. If you like these daily forecast updates, make sure you smash that subscribe button and also like videos. And feel free to comment anytime. If you want to comment on my video, drop a comment below this video. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, we got some mixed precipitation portions of Montana to Idaho to Wyoming, also Colorado and Utah, a little bit in western South Dakota. Shower activity in portion of Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, through Nebraska, Colorado, up toward the Dakotas, Minnesota, and South Canada. Also got some thunderstorms and showers up here around Lake Superior, stretching into Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, and Kansas. More activity from Tennessee to Mississippi to Louisiana to South Carolina, down along the coastal waters, also into central and southwestern Florida, including the Florida Keys. Also northwest Bahamas, the northern central Gulf, also down into Louisiana region as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Sunday. Alright, let's move on to your Monday forecast. And it's going to look something like this here. Should be coming up here in a minute. You can see we've got several cold fronts associated. One moving from Canada all the way down to New Mexico. You can see thunderstorms and showers from New Mexico all the way to southeast Canada, including Michigan, also around Lake Huron region, stretching over toward portions of Ohio, western Pennsylvania, down into Tennessee, Georgia, southern South Carolina, Atlantic coastal water, Florida Keys, northwest Bahamas, northern Gulf to Texas, to Arkansas to Missouri. And then we got a little bit of shower activity across South Dakota, Nebraska, and portion of Wyoming. Got some mixed precipitation in portions of Colorado and Wyoming and southeast Montana and western areas of South Dakota. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, let's move on to the current watch and warning advisory map for your located across the nation. Okay, as you can see, we got some information to talk about here. We got some flood warnings. Not flood warning, freeze warnings in effect for southern Nevada, also northern portion of New Mexico, southern Colorado, and got some winter weather advisory, freeze watches in effect for areas of Wyoming. Also got a little bit of freeze watches in effect also for areas of Oregon. Also, you got some wind advisory in portion of Montana. Got winter weather advisory. Winter storm warning is also in effect for Montana. We got a few counties here in southern Colorado have some freeze warnings, and also northern areas of New Mexico. And then we got wind advisories over portion of northeastern New Mexico. Also got red flag warnings over Nebraska. Special weather statements in portion of Colorado. Also eastern Colorado, portion of Kansas, Nebraska, Illinois, much of Iowa, portion of Minnesota, portion of South Dakota, and northwestern areas of Illinois. Coastal flood advisory, can't get it out. But anyway, across southern Louisiana, southeast Louisiana, also southern South Carolina. Also got some flood watches for eastern portion of Florida. Got some special marine warnings in the coastal waters off the west coast of Florida as well. Small craft advisory, gale warning for the Outer Banks of North Carolina, stretching down to the Wilmington area, southern South Carolina, all the way down to the east coast of Florida, west coast of Florida, all the way back to southeast Texas, southern California to areas of Oregon State. Hawaii and Chain Island looks good. Around the Alaska region, you've got some freeze and spray warnings to the north of Alaska. Coastal areas, we have some flood watches, coastal flood warnings, and inland have some wind advisories there as well. Alright, now let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook. Okay, you can see we still got that little small area of marginal risk from Liberal, Kansas, all the way through Garden City, Kansas, to southeastern Nebraska. Then we got general thunderstorm from portion of North Dakota to northern Michigan, all the way down to North Texas, a little bit in portion of Idaho and also Wyoming, and then again from southeast Texas to Florida to southern South Carolina as well. Tornado probability looks like this: less than 2% all areas, damaging winds 5%, and large hail 5%. And now let's take a look at the tropics here. We're going to take a look at it. Alright, here's that little system here I showed you in the Gulf of Mexico. Like I said, this was at 2 p.m. this afternoon. Has 0% chance over the next 48 hours and 7 days. Here's that system here I talked about last night. Now it's a 10% and a 60%. I would not be surprised to see this thing go up to a 70%. Probably in the next advisory or the next couple advisories should go up to a 70% for development here in the MDR region, in this favorable area here. And it looked like the next storm will become Tropical Storm Jerry. Jerry forms, I've got a feeling most likely it's going to take a west-northwest path and then off to the northeast, north-northeast, probably between Bermuda and the east coast of the U.S. Maybe even turn a little sooner than that if it gets a little stronger, but if it stays weak, it's going to turn pretty much between the east coast of the U.S. and the Bermuda regions as well. Alrighty, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Saturday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.